You want to take action. You tell yourself, this time I'm really doing it. But then, bam, you hesitate, you freeze, and you don't even know why. And maybe you get started, you're pumped up for a couple days, and then something makes you slide back into old habits. Why is it that you still find yourself second guessing yourself even when you really want to make a change? Everyone says just change your mindset. But I'm here to tell you that there's something deeper running the show. And today, I'm going to break down exactly how to get to the other side of this so you can finally rewire your brain for success. And if you don't fix what I'm about to share, you're going to keep doing what you've always done, watching other people move forward while you stay in place. And I don't want that for you. Hi, if we haven't met before, my name is Jessie McAnally, and I am the self-doubt hypnotist. I'm here to help you get out of the loop of overthinking and self-doubt and hesitation so you can actually do the damn thing you've been trying to shift your mindset around. The good news is your mindset is already on point. The bad news, that is not enough on its own to break the cycle. Something keeps stopping you. You ever feel like you're crushing it in one area of your life, but completely stuck in another? A few months ago, I was about to be interviewed live in a Zoom room full of other hypnotists. I should have been fine. I talk to the camera pretty much every day. I host Zoom meetings all the time. But in the hours leading up to that moment to being interviewed, my body went on full red alert. Sweaty palms, racing heart, like my body was slamming the brakes. You know that moment when you've done everything right, you've visualized, you've hyped yourself up, you've told yourself all the right things, and yet, when it's time to act, your body just shuts down. I was doing something I already knew how to do, I was just in a new context. And in that moment, it was enough to make my body panic a little bit. The interview went fine, by the way, but it made me realize that this isn't about mindset at all. And what you actually need? A nervous system shift. It's your nervous system that decides what's safe before your logical brain even gets a vote. Think about it. Have you ever been super motivated to start a new habit, like going to the gym or maybe starting a business or something? But when the moment comes to finally do it, you feel exhausted or overwhelmed. This is not laziness and you're not broken. Right now, your nervous system is kind of like an overprotective chihuahua, losing its mind at the mailman, even though the guy's just trying to deliver the dream life you ordered from the universe. If it doesn't recognize something as safe, it's going to shut down. That's why you keep looping in the same old patterns, because you're not programmed to chase success, you're programmed to chase predictability. That's why while I was comfortable talking in front of the camera in certain contexts, the moment I went to do something new, my body panicked. It didn't matter how much I'd practiced or how I logically knew I was capable, my nervous system defaulted to old survival patterns. So if your nervous system is wired to resist change, how do you override it? You cannot just think your way to success, but you can train your nervous system into success. And I'm going to tell you how. What we really need is to teach your nervous system that being in momentum and movement is actually safe. And before you think that sounds complicated, no, you do not need years of talking about it in a therapy chair. How do you break out of the loop? It starts with one small shift, pressing pause. You know those people who put a rubber band on their wrist and snap it to break a bad habit? That's basically what we need to do for your nervous system, interrupt the old program. Before you can train your nervous system for success, you have to first stop the automatic stress response, like stopping a runaway train before switching tracks. And I see this with my clients all the time. A father and daughter came to me together to quit smoking. The daughter, she was already on a health kick. She'd quit drinking a couple months before. She started exercising and losing weight. She was making real changes in her life already. Her nervous system was already learning that change could be safe and a good thing, that momentum is okay. She walked into my office ready to quit. But her father, he had every logical reason to quit. His doctor told him to, his heart surgery was coming up, and he knew cigarettes were killing him. But he sat down, arms crossed, telling me all the reasons quitting would be hard, why he had smoked for decades, why this couldn't possibly work for him. And in the first session, it was clear his nervous system wasn't yet on board. He wanted to want to quit, but his body was resisting the change. Meanwhile, his daughter sailed through the session, her body and mind working together to let go of the habit easily. Guess who quit first? It wasn't the guy who needed it most, but the one whose nervous system was already trained for change. But here's a kicker. By the second session, when we focused on shifting the dad's nervous system response, things started to shift. Things started to change. And instead of seeing quitting as a battle, his body began to accept it as a new normal. That's the difference. I'm sure you've had those moments in your life where you really want to make a change. But it's not about wanting it more. It's about training your body and your nervous system to be okay with this change you want to make. So, forget mindset. The real key to rewiring your brain for success is actually training your nervous system. And I want you to try this for yourself. And if you've ever said, I'll start tomorrow, guess what? Tomorrow just showed up. Because as early as the next 5 minutes, you can begin shifting your nervous system in a way that makes momentum feel natural. And the next video I'm going to share is like a secret back door to getting unstuck. It's going to teach you in 5 minutes a simple process to reset your internal state so your body stops resisting change and starts allowing it. And when you watch that video, as you do, notice how your mind begins to settle, your body relaxes, and an ease starts to unfold. Because that feeling you get right before you take action, that wait, not yet, not me, this is actually a sign that you're on the edge of a breakthrough. And the best way to move past it, start with the pause button, and I'm going to link that video here. And if you want to go even deeper after that, that video is going to lead you to another video that's going to walk you through step by step a mental rehearsal for the version of you who wakes up, takes action, and moves through the day with confidence. So start with the 5-minute pause button. And if you want more ways to rewire your brain for success without relying on affirmations and mindset shifts, make sure to hit subscribe because I've got more coming your way.